Hello, my name is Ellen, and I would like to talk to you about the topic that I've chosen to do for my project, which is about the importance of communication, the importance of communication at my job, and how it relates to the problems that arise within my job and the people around me. But first, I would like to talk to you about communication and what it is. Communication is one of the most important aspects of our lives. It's the Communication is the transfer of information from one person to another or from one group or entity to another. Without proper communication, we would have just this crazy mixed up world that we live in. Communication engages us within a society to become informed of the world around us, and it helps us to exchange information by sending and receiving pertinent pieces of data by several means of transport. Communication affects our everyday lives for each one of us. It's the act of sharing information through the use of signs and symbols and semiotic rules. Communication can be seen through different forms of technology, such as through the internet, email, cell phones, text messages. It's all around us and used in so many different forms. Without communication, there wouldn't be much clarity in the world. I would like to show you how communication within my everyday life and the problems communication can present if there isn't effective communication. So, what would happen, let's say, for example, that I'm the manager at Dollar General and we just had this horrible snowstorm, and everyone within the radius of 15 miles lost their power. Well, communication would definitely we'd have some issues with communication. But as the manager, I went and ordered 50 units of electric heaters. And I clearly expressed which what I thought immediately. Evidently, communication was broken down somewhere and there was some barriers. I never got my heaters within the time frame that I specified, which was within 3 days because I placed the order as urgent. This is where things could go wrong with communication. When there's barriers within communication, everything seems to go down and it's just not effective. For one, communication has to be clear. It almost has to be overemphasized. We have to listen to our customers and what their needs are. Now, of course, we have surveys and algorithms and other useful methodologies for finding ways to communicate, but these are also filled with inaccuracies and inconsistencies. Communication helps us to understand our customers' likes and their dislikes. By properly communicating with my customers, I can evaluate their shopping experience, what types of products they like to purchase, maybe even what the busiest days are of the week and specifically the times. By communicating with my customers, I'm able to clearly understand what their needs are. Communication has to be heard. Oftentimes, when we're communicating, we're more concerned with what the response is that we're going to give instead of properly listening. We often listen to respond and not to understand one another. This is another example of ineffective communication. At Dollar General, one of our biggest issues is communication. People get upset if we don't have what they're looking for. Communication costs the company money if it's not properly and effectively used. Without good communication within the organization, we wouldn't even have our employees show up, possibly not even on time. These are all reasons why communication is important. It helps us to understand and it engages us within the environment that we're in. Communication's importance is a skill set. It's a skill that's carried out and needs to be properly communicated. I hope you've enjoyed my video, and I hope that you take into consideration how important communication is. Thank you.